We're in today with the R9 290X. This is the 2013 video card with 2816 shaders. It's got 4 GB of VRAM, GDDR5, running at 1000 MHz on the core clock, 1250 MHz on the memory clock, 512 bits bus with DirectX 12, and today I got 2 of them enabled in Crossfire, paired up with this i7-6950X with 10 cores and 20 threads. The best thing we can do for this Crossfire combination is just jump in a couple of games and see how it holds. Let's go. Let's start with Battlefield and see how it's running here. Let's go into the settings. We got here medium. No, fam. We got any bet no 1080p is maximum. I don't like it. So I'm connected to the AMD video card with a HDMI cable here, but it doesn't take it. It's not the same like Nvidia, seriously, with my HDMI cable. 1080p apparently with this Crossfire, but I put the HDMI cable, you know, me thinking that I will get 1440p with it and I'm gonna max it out. In this case, I got 100% load on both of the video cards, 69 degrees on the first video card because it's closed by the second one. The second one doesn't have a problem, 58 degrees. Maybe I should put some airflow in between the video cards. 70 degrees. If it's reaching 75, I'm gonna put a fan in between so I can accelerate the airflow there. Bring it down. 150 FPS here with this. How much VRAM do we take here from this? 1.6 allocation and 1 gig utilized. Not bad. Yes, baby! Oh, you plonker. This is the second plane that I managed to get. Let's take it for a walk and see what's going on here. I like this. Seriously, I like the performance this video card is offering here. Nice utilization, nice performance, 100% load on the video card's core. On the CPU side, I got 30% load on the CPU with 8.4 gig of system RAM. Ideal will be to have better temperature, 76 degrees, 77. Alright, Battlefield, you made your point in this case with maximum fan speed. I still don't manage to get the right FPS. This is not good, you know, but I have no options here. Only thing I can do is put a fan under the side in order to get more airflow in between. How about if we're jumping in Battlefield 4? Look at this. Maximum performance from this. I got 1080p here with ultra details. I'm trying to keep the video card, the first video card, on 70 degrees, but I cannot. I put a fan on the side and it still doesn't do it. Doesn't cut that thermal paste. Apparently it needs a high-end thermal paste, that one. That is the Sapphire model, and in this case you can clearly see it's doing the job, but I got 72 degrees on the video card. I got 2.8 gig of VRAM allocated in this case, holding pretty well. 2 gig of VRAM processed. Not bad for a Crossfire like this. Where was he? Bye. That's his name. Bye. Alright, I'll take it. This is a good performance. It shows me that the video card is capable of delivering some nice performance. Well, I'll try my best to put good temperature on this, but it's very hard on the Crossfire. Temperature is very volatile on the first video card, but 74 degrees is the best I can do on this, apparently. Not gonna lie, this is a good game. It's working with the Crossfire. The VRAM is allocated properly. 1.9 gig of VRAM processed. Temperature wise is not okay. I got like 75 degrees. I'm still struggling here to do the right things with the temperature so I can keep it on check, but it's hard, you know. I put the fan on the sides, playing a little this game. Can I see it's barely hot. Very hard to actually keep it with nice temperature. If we're jumping in GTA 5, I actually have to jump into Legacy in order to get this video cards, this combination, this Crossfire in working order. This is on 1080p with maximum details. The only thing I didn't change was the render scale. It's 100% render scale. I didn't put 2 or 1.5 on the frame scale. I got 3.5 gig of VRAM allocated and 2.9 processed. The only thing I'm worried is about the video card not being utilized at my 100%, but I can see the cores are being utilized. So with 100% load, I think this is going to be kind of nice performance. The first video card has got 100% fan power, but it doesn't have 600 watts. I got 550. I think it's because of the CPU. 35% load on the CPU tells me that I have problems with the CPU. In some cases, the video card is dropping to 50. That means it's not at maximum, the Crossfire. I managed to see in Battlefield Battlefield and other games to see how the video card is performing, and that's the only way I knew the video card is gonna reach 100% load, because of 640 watts, over 600 watts consumption. But now I got only 550. This meter apparently it's helping me a lot because it knows how much it's consuming, and it's telling me how the CPU and the GPU is behaving. The performance on the video card is good. Temperature is struggling here, but can't say nothing bad about it because that's how it's working, you know. I put the fan in between, but apparently it doesn't help. Maybe the thermal paste is not the right one, but GTA 5 with Crossfire is working really nice. This is a nice example in which this R9 is benefiting from this. It doesn't utilize any external cables. You can just use PCI Express. It's got higher frame time latency, but it's totally different from the one with the cables. When you have a Crossfire cable, it's very volatile. Sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not working. In this situation with this R9 in Crossfire, I can say the performance is spot on. Only thing I have to take a look and see if it's possible maybe to put a better thermal paste on that Sapphire model. Look at that, 74. Maybe I should have put that Asus in between because it got MX4 thermal paste. I mean, it did very well standalone, the video card. It managed to reach under 70 degrees. Maybe it would have been much better with that one in the first slot. But it doesn't matter. The only thing I wanted to see is GTA 5 because it's very compatible with Crossfire. And in this case, it did a fantastic job. So R9 295 in Crossfire with GTA 5. Look at this. Working really nice. DirectX 11, 1080p, maximum details. I love it. This is what I'm expecting from this type of setup, you know, to enter S.T.A.L.K.E.R and see how it's working with 1080p maximum details. This is DirectX 10 enhanced performance in enhanced quality, and here I got 42, 45 FPS. This is insane to see this type of Crossfire running like this. So in this situation, I got 71 degrees on the first video card, 100% load on the first video card's core, 1.2 gig of VRAM allocated, and 1 gig process. It's doing the job. It's being utilized in this case. I got 590 watts consumption from the both of the video cards in this computer. I mean, it does the job. Quality wise is good, performance is good, everything is perfect here, no glitches, no nothing, everything is holding okay, aside from the temperature on the first video card. That is banana, seriously, to see this temperature running like this. I mean, it's got new thermal paste, but it doesn't do nothing apparently. I think I need minus 10 degrees here in this room in order to get that video card cool and chilled. So it's doing okay here with maximum quality enhanced light. Yeah, I think that if I want more FPS, I can go in the first gen enhanced light without DirectX 10, and then it's going to work really nice. Maybe it's question of compatibility with DirectX, you know, and how the video card is optimized for this type of game. But as a raw power with Crossfire, I wanted to see how it's performing here, and I got 36 FPS. I think if I lower the resolution, put the details a little lower on the light, it will be 100% efficient, you know. So I limit the FPS, and I can make this setup run with 300 watts. But in this case, I just wanted to let it loose and see how it's working with everything turned on at maximum. And it's good to see 2R9 and 290X in Crossfire at 100% load in S.T.A.L.K.E.R. This is insane, seriously. But it does look fantastic. It's running really nice, and this is the only thing that matters. Let's jump into Grand Theft Starter and see how it's running with this Crossfire combination. 1080p maximum details. Look at that, the core are not utilized at maximum. I think I have a CPU problem in this case, but it doesn't matter. It needs to be tested, and I want to see how it's performing. Only 1.3 gig of VRAM allocated and 1 gig process. 74 FPS is not bad, you know, but I'm expecting on this resolution and this quality an R9 to do the job. Or maybe it's not very good with Crossfire. I don't know. Maybe it's not compatible. It's stuttering because it's not very efficient for this. I don't know. Maybe the CPU is creating problems. I think I need this type of Crossfire with a different type of CPU. I think with that i9 10 gen is gonna be totally different. Legendary. I have one more video card to test there, and maybe we can swap the CPU there. Gonna be insane performance. All right. right, all in all, I can say Grand Theft Auto with this Crossfire is good. Ideal would be to have very fluent load spread on both of the video card, but you can actually see something's happening here. It's got lots of FPS. This is very important. Temperature wise, it's under 70 degrees, so that I must appreciate because it's not fully loaded. And this is the only thing that is guiding me here is the wattage, because I keep seeing 50, 90, 70, 10, 30% load on the video card score, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Based on the voltage, I understand that is doing something, and on the wattage on the power meter. That's it. If I can do that, you can actually see that I have a nice performance from this, and I love it. I want to see the settings I have here. I got 1080p with VSync off. Yes, sorry, VSync off, and everything turned on and maximum. I like this. All right, definitely is working really nice with this combination. This is the first time I'm seeing this game with this. The bat is here with Crossfire. Oh, let's see the fight here. How is it doing? Oh, 1 gig of VRAM apparently is doing this. Oh, nice. Nice fight here. Look at that. Come on, smack them. This one too. You want some too? I'll slap you. Come on, I'll give you a Crossfire here. Fights and slap. Come on.
Come, we don't get it all good.
Come, you don't get it. I'll give you. For everybody there is. All right, smack his face.
Where's Black Mask? How the hell should I know? I'm going to make you talk. No. I don't have time for this. Okay.
Okay, so Batman apparently in this case is doing great with maximum details. Look at the qualities here. I mean, this is good. 55 FPS, 47. What's with the performance here? Seriously, there's a lot of drop. I really appreciate it. Temperature wise is not very okay. I got like 74 degrees on the first video card, but it's over 500 watts. I think this game is gonna be very nice to see other video cards, because it's doing fantastic on Crossfire. So if it's doing like this on Crossfire, I think S.T.A.L.K.E.R is gonna do wonders too. We gotta run. No, let me help you with some knuckle sandwiches here. Come on, you want knuckle sandwich too, huh? I'll give you some knuckle sandwiches. Okay, so definitely it's working really nice. I think that if you go outside in the world, it's gonna be much better, and it's gonna be very entertaining to test the video card. But until then, I'll put other video cards and I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna get out. This is what it needs. This video card is meant for games like this, all the titles, and if you put them, you're gonna get nice performance. Can't say nothing bad about it, but I appreciate what he did at the beginning. Locked the FPS to 60s and it became very efficient. Now it's nearly 600 watts consumption. I jump into Fallout with this combination on 1080p with maximum details, and it's doing a fantastic job. I really like it, seriously. It's limited to 60 FPS. You can actually see the core is very intermittent, you know, it's not 100%. It doesn't stay there, you know, it's like up and down. The load is just clipping like this, like a piston. Really nice performance. It looks fantastic on ultra details with 1080p. This type of game, it's recommended. You know, you can actually see compatibility. It's at maximum. Got 65 degrees in this case because of the FPS limited. Look. Okay, sometimes it makes no sense, seriously. Definitely need to consider adjusting the quality in some cases. You know, every single time I'm doing this, I'm learning stuff, you know, where not to look, where to look. You know, this is the whole purpose, I think, with the benchmark, to see how it's performing overall. Yeah, with that house, it's not okay. It's not working really nice. The frame time is everywhere. Look at that. 8, 9, 10. All right, Fallout, you managed to show me something very interesting. Apparently the game is not very well optimized for Crossfire. On the CPU side, how much I got? 15% load on the CPU, 46 degrees, 9.5 gig of system RAM, that's good, and 16 gig of virtual memory. Holy man, double the virtual memory. Why? Maybe that is the problem, that virtual memory. Who knows? Because I don't have a lot of wattage. Maybe the hard drive needs to write faster. I don't know, maybe this game needs an SSD or something like that. because look at that. Now I got 30 FPS. The core is sometimes is maxed out, sometimes it's not maxed out. And look at the voltage, it's dropping below 0.9 voltage. Maybe I have to load the game, seriously. Let's go into the same position like I was at the beginning and see if it's doing the same thing. See? 60 FPS. Let's do a reset. So now it's not loaded. I don't know, it makes no sense. So after I load it, it sees 60 FPS and it's very flat. Imagine we tested this game with so many video cards, but when it comes with the R9, 240 FPS on 1080p with maximum details. This is a great performance from this, but it's scary on the video card with the temperature. Oh man, this is great to see this video card running like this. On the VRAM side, I got 1.9 gig of VRAM allocated and 1.2 process. Quality-wise is good. Everything is flawless aside from the temperature. Maximum fan power in this case in order to get this temperature. I mean, attempting to get the temperature on check because it's failing 79 degrees, but it's doing okay. 226 FPS on average, 228. Look at that. Nice performance, averaging really good. On the CPU side, I got like 25 to 30% load with 9.1 gig of system RAM, 17 gig of virtual memory utilized here. That means page file and system RAM. Very, very awesome performance. I think this is a very exaggerated performance this game is offering here, hundreds of FPS, and I think the best thing we can do, because I'm reaching nearly 700 watts consumption from them, is to limit the FPS and see how it's performing. Let's do a reset. Let's see now with 60 FPS how much we get. 2 gig of VRAM allocated and 1 gig processed. 74 degrees, now it's dropping on the temperature side, 73, and it's holding okay. A couple of minutes ago I was nearly to 700 watts and then now I'm on 450 watts. This is good. This is how I need to optimize the game. This is how I need to put the quality and the FPS. Every single time I have excess FPS, I have to lower it, and then I will get the right performance with this combination. Do I like the performance this R9 is offering here with Crossfire? Yeah, Mad Max knows how to utilize this. On 1080p with maximum details, I got a very interesting performance. Let's see what we got. I got a lot of things that I want to unpack here. One, I got maximum VRAM allocated, 3.9 allocated and 3 gig of VRAM process. Nearly 600 watts consumption from this. Quality wise, this is gorgeous. I got a lot of stutter every time I'm looking at it. Look at that. Wow. Okay, so stutter wise, it's here, you know. It never left me. The finding games that doesn't stutter, it's like finding an Easter bunny, but it doesn't matter, you know. When you find it, I like this performance this combination is offering, seriously. Let's go on top of the world and see how it's holding there. I got 73 degrees here, maximum core load on this. On the voltage I got 1.16, 17, 15. Let's do a reset because it's not okay to see that. Every single time I'm moving my mouse super fast. Look at that, 7 FPS. See? 34 on minimal and hundreds of FPS on average. This is a very volatile game, but I think that if I set it up properly, I'm gonna get the right FPS. This is what I need. Crossfire is working, so this is the only thing that matters. Over 600 watts consumption. So on the CPU side, yeah, I got utilization, 30% load on the CPU with 17 gig of system RAM utilized. 27.5 gig of virtual memory. That system RAM with page file apparently is beasting up my setup, and yeah, you know what, I can't say nothing bad about it because it shows me what it needs to do. In this case, it's being utilized. This is a great experience. I love this R9 290X in Crossfire. I think this is a great video card. I think you can find a video card like this really cheap if you're interested, of course. Majority of the time, if I had one video card, I would look into getting one if the main board is compatible, because it showed me that some older titles are really nice. I want to play with this combination more, but first I want to find more games that are compatible with Crossfire. So in order to do that, I have to find a dual BGA video card that is single and is very easy to install and uninstall it and because 2 video cards is very, you know, you have to put a lot, consume a lot of wattage, you know, and sometimes I just put 60 FPS, limit the FPS, and just start all kinds of games and see and know them and put them on the side to test them in the future with dual BGA or Crossfire like this. It's very important to have a playlist. It's very important to organize yourself in such a way that, you know what, this works with Crossfire, this one works with SLI. I know which one works, you know, so I need to play more games so I can see how they are performing. So maybe in the future, 7000 series, maybe an R9, who knows, 295 maybe. That's the go-to video card that I can put in the PC so I can test video cards, because that's a very cool video card. Literally, it's a very cool video card, not like this heat of a monster setup. Seriously, I'm very surprised. It's very warm in the room. See, I got 27 ambient here. So if you're interested on heating up the room, this is the solution for you, you know. And they are very cheap, you know. R9 290X, apparently they are very cheap. I found this Asus model with, and I bought a fan, and it was like dirty cheap, the whole video card, because of the broken fan. I like this idea this Crossfire is offering here, because it gives you a little more FPS with a little less money, just in case you don't want to buy a 295. All jokes aside, I like it, I recommend it, and if you have time and money and the mainboard supports it, I recommend something like this, because it's cool to see how they are performing. But you need a power supply. Yes, I forgot to say that. You need a proper power supply. Regardless, I like it, I recommend it. If you have any suggestion for this PC or for the video card, leave a comment, smash that like button if you're subscribed. If not, join the club and subscribe to the channel, and as usual, I will see you very soon.